If you have recently noticed that your legs no longer feel as light as they used to, that mild swelling appears more often, or that you occasionally feel numbness and discomfort when moving, this is not uncommon. Many people experience similar changes, especially as they enter middle age and beyond. What is important to note, however, is that most people do not fully understand the underlying cause of these signs. Many assume it is simply due to aging, that the body naturally weakens over time, and nothing can be done about it. But the reality may not be that simple. Symptoms like swelling, joint stiffness, or reduced flexibility do not always happen randomly. They can be signals that the body is lacking an important factor needed to maintain its internal structure and stability. What makes this more challenging is that the process happens quietly. You do not notice it right away. But over time, these small changes begin to affect your daily movement and how your body feels. The good news is that when you understand the real cause, you can choose a more appropriate way to take care of your body. After noticing signs like leg swelling, joint stiffness, or mild numbness, many people begin to explain them in familiar ways. They assume it is simply due to aging, reduced physical activity, or that the body has naturally become weaker over time. Some even accept these changes as an inevitable part of life and do not look deeper into the issue. This way of thinking often leads people to overlook the important signals their body is sending, because what we see on the outside is only the most visible part. The real cause may lie in internal changes that are not immediately noticeable. When the cause is not fully understood, it is easy to choose solutions that are not truly appropriate or that only bring temporary relief without lasting results. This does not mean you have done anything wrong. It simply means you may not yet have enough information to make a better choice. To better understand what is really happening inside the body, we need to look at a foundational factor. That factor is collagen. Collagen is an essential protein that acts like a support framework for many parts of the body. It helps maintain skin elasticity, joint flexibility, and the strength of connective tissues. You can think of collagen as a network of fibers that keeps everything connected and functioning smoothly. When collagen levels are sufficient, joints move more easily, and the body feels more flexible and lighter in daily activities. But as collagen begins to decline, this supportive structure also weakens. That is when signs like joint stiffness, mild swelling, or reduced flexibility start to appear. What makes this process difficult to notice is that it happens very slowly, so many people do not recognize the changes at first. As collagen levels decrease, the effects do not stay in just one area, they gradually spread to different parts of the body. At first, you may only notice a slight stiffness when you wake up, or that it takes longer to move as easily as before. But over time, your joints may become less flexible, and a sense of heaviness in your legs can become more noticeable. Some people also find that their ankles swell more easily after standing or walking for long periods. Mild numbness or tingling sensations may appear without a clear cause. What is important is that these signs usually do not show up all at once. They develop gradually, which makes it easy for many people to overlook the connection between them. In reality, they may all be linked to the same underlying cause. After the age of 60, an important internal change begins to occur, one that many people do not realize. That change is the body's reduced ability to produce collagen over time. In the past, your body could effectively regenerate and maintain collagen. But as this process slows down, the amount of new collagen is no longer enough to replace what is lost each day. As a result, connective tissues gradually become weaker. The joints are no longer supported as well as before. The skin gradually loses its elasticity, and the sense of flexibility and movement also declines over time. What is important to note is that this process does not happen suddenly. It develops quietly over many years, so you may only notice it once the changes have become more obvious. This is also why many people feel that their body is not what it used to be, even without any specific injury. Once you understand that the body's ability to produce collagen is declining, the next question becomes, what can we do to support this process naturally? The good news is that beyond complex factors, your daily diet plays a very important role. What you eat does not just provide energy, it directly affects your body's ability to maintain and rebuild its tissues. Some foods can provide the essential components the body needs to support collagen formation. They do not directly supply collagen in a simple way, but instead assist the internal processes that help the body function more efficiently. This becomes especially important as the body is no longer as resilient as it once was. Rather than searching for complex solutions, adjusting your daily meals can be a more sustainable and practical approach. As nutrition research continues to evolve, one key insight has become clear. Not all foods have the same impact on supporting collagen in the body. Certain foods contain specific compounds that help the body more effectively participate in the formation and maintenance of collagen. These include amino acids, vitamins, and minerals that support various biological processes. When these elements are provided in adequate amounts, the body is better equipped to maintain the structure of the skin, joints, and connective tissues. On the other hand, if there is a deficiency, this process may slow down, making signs like joint stiffness, reduced flexibility, and discomfort more noticeable over time. What is interesting is that many of these nutrient-rich foods are very familiar, yet they are often not used properly or are not prioritized in daily meals. Based on these principles, nutrition experts have identified a group of foods that can help support the body in maintaining and rebuilding collagen naturally. What is interesting is that many of these are familiar foods that can easily be included in your daily meals. First is egg yolk. This part has often been misunderstood for many years, but it actually contains important amino acids, such as glycine and proline, key components involved in collagen structure. When prepared gently, such as boiling or soft cooking, egg yolks can better retain their nutritional value. Next is chicken skin. Although many people tend to remove it, it is actually rich in natural collagen. When prepared properly, such as roasting or simmering, chicken skin can provide components that support connective tissues. Third is sardines. These small fish are often eaten whole, including the bones and skin, which provide nutrients related to tissue structure. Sardines are also easy to prepare and fit well into simple meals. Fourth is bone marrow. This is a traditional food in many cuisines. When simmered into broth, bone marrow can provide compounds that support joints and connective tissues in a form that is easier for the body to absorb. Fifth is papaya. This fruit contains natural enzymes that help support protein digestion, allowing the body to better utilize the components needed for collagen formation. Ripe papaya, when eaten fresh, is often more effective than when cooked. Sixth is gelatin. This is a processed form of collagen that is generally easier for the body to absorb. When used appropriately, gelatin can be a simple addition to your diet. Seventh is animal liver. This is a nutrient-dense food, rich in vitamins and minerals, especially those involved in collagen synthesis. However, it should be consumed in moderation and as part of a balanced diet. Finally, bone broth. This is one of the most traditional ways to provide compounds that support connective tissues. When simmered for a sufficient amount of time, it can contain nutrients that are easier for the body to use. What all of these foods have in common is not a quick effect. Instead, they support the body from within when used consistently and in the right way. After understanding which foods may support the body, an equally important factor is how you incorporate them into your daily life. Because the benefits do not come only from what you eat, but also from how long you maintain those habits. Many people start with enthusiasm, changing their diet for a few days or weeks, but then return to old habits. This does not give the body enough time to adapt and fully benefit from proper nutrition. In addition, how food is prepared also plays a significant role. Cooking at very high temperatures or for too long can reduce the value of certain important nutrients. At the same time, an unbalanced diet, too many processed foods, or a lack of variety can also reduce the effectiveness of the foods you are trying to include. What truly matters is building a routine that is stable, simple, and suitable for your body. If there is one most important thing to remember from everything we have discussed today, it is this: the changes you feel in your body are not always just due to aging. Throughout this video, we have gone through a clear journey together, from recognizing familiar signs like swelling, joint stiffness, or mild numbness in the legs, to understanding that the body is undergoing internal changes, especially related to collagen and the ability to maintain connective tissues, and finally, discovering that familiar foods in your daily meals can support the body in a more natural and sustainable way. What matters most is not changing everything at once. It is starting with small steps. Choose a few suitable foods. Adjust how you prepare them. Maintain consistent habits every day. Over time, these small changes can create a significant difference in how your body feels and how you move each day. When you truly understand your body and care for it with the right choices, you can improve your quality of life in a natural and lasting way. If you found this content helpful, consider subscribing to the channel so you don't miss simple yet valuable insights in future videos. And don't forget to share this video with people you care about.